The checkpoint is presented by GM Pharma, the first international multinational pharmaceutical company in Georgia. GM Pharma, to serve those who need it most.
Geostat has published its assessment of Georgia's GDP for the second quarter of 2025, according to which GDP growth in this quarter amounted to 7.3%. The report reveals that growth in several systemic sectors of the economy remains low. For example, trade grew by only 1.5%, while manufacturing increased by just 2%. At the same time, some sectors saw declines. Construction decreased by 2.6%, energy by 7%, and agriculture by 2.5%. Georgia's exports reached $4.45 billion over 8 months, which is 6.7% higher compared to the same period last year. The re-export of light vehicles remains the leading export category, amounting to $1.7 billion. This represents 39% of total exports, indicating a high concentration in a single commodity. Auto re-exports themselves grew by 17% this year. A 26-hectare area of land from the Ambassador Island Batumi project has been put into operation. The first phase of the artificial island project in the Black Sea, the Western Peninsula's 26 hectares, was accepted for use based on an expert conclusion coming from the Samharauli National Bureau, prepared with the involvement of the foreign specialists. Starting in September 2025, construction is planned to begin on 2 ultra-modern, multifunctional buildings on this territory. A ceremonial groundbreaking event was held for the construction of ORBI Continental in Batumi, located on the Batumi Boulevard seafront, just 50 meters from the sea. The complex consists of the 2 towers of different heights, 55 and 37 floors, connected by a unified multifunctional platform. The investment value of the project amounts to $300 million. Last week, the prosecutor office arrested Kaha Kotorashvili, director of a currency exchange center and the company called Fini, on charges of money laundering. According to the prosecution, the defendant and the other members of the criminal group laundered approximately $624 million and 35 million euros in illegal income between 2022 and 2024 years. Investigative actions revealed large-scale illegal production and storage of untaxed cigarettes by companies owned by relatives of the former Minister of Defense, currently in custody. While the investigative service did not disclose the name, it was determined that the case concerns Vasil Kheidze, the brother-in-law of former Defense Minister Joansher Burchuladze. 3 people were detained, including the minister's former personal security officer from the illegal tobacco factory in Gori. Authorities seized over 300,000 packs of Karelia cigarettes worth 2,100,076 Georgian lari. The crime carries a prison sentence of 7 to 10 years. The factory had been operating since 2023. Georgia's Ministry of Finance investigative service seized an unprecedented volume of contraband, over 75,000 bottles of alcoholic beverages and 318,000 packs of untaxed cigarettes. 7 individuals, including former boxer Giorgi Kandelaki, were detained as accomplices. In September 2025, Georgia completed repayment of its historical external debt to Russia. This debt dated back to the early years of Georgia's independence and was restructured under a July 2004 agreement between Georgia and the Paris Club creditor. The obligation included problematic loans of $160 million borrowed before 1999, interest on loans taken between 1999 and May 2004, and debts scheduled for repayment in 2004-2006. In total, the amount exceeded $225 million. The Ministry of Infrastructure has submitted an environmental impact assessment document for the 27-kilometer four-lane Hectares-Zhinvali road to the Environmental Supervision Department. The new road will allow speeds of up to 120 km per hour, enabling drivers to cover the 27-kilometer distance just in 15 minutes. At the end of the week, the President of the United Arab Emirates, Sheikh Mohammed bin Zayed Al Nahyan, paid one-day visit to Georgia. Discussions focused on the positive dynamics of political and economic cooperation between Georgia and the UAE. After meeting with the Prime Minister, Sheikh Al Nahyan also met Bidzina Ivanishvili. During the visit, Georgia's Minister of Economy and Sustainable Development Myram Kuyishvili and Eagle Hills Group's founder and chairman Mohammed Alabar signed agreements for the implementation of two large-scale investment projects in Georgia worth $6 billion.
The Checkpoint is presented by GM Pharma, the first international multinational pharmaceutical company in Georgia. GM Pharma, to serve those who need it most.